Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, now. Guys first.
Ladies first.
Guys first.
Ladies first.
Guys first.
Wahala.
Wow, on my channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayobablo and you're in my corner. Thanks for tuning in. If it's your very first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for always coming back. I'm glad that you always do. So today I have two people here, wonderful people. We're going to be reacting to Blue Therapy. I don't know if you have watched it, but it has been going on lately. It has been trending. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, now. Guys first.
Ladies first.
Guys first.
Ladies first.
Guys first.
Wahala.
Wow, on my channel. Well, this is Jamel. She's a baker and a podcaster.
Yes.
And this is Solomon, is a podcaster too.
And a human being.
Wow, I love that. So Blue Therapy is like, it's a social experiment of couples. They went to therapy and we're just having the fun. Some say it's scripted, some say it's not. But as for me, I'm just enjoying the vibes. I'm enjoying everything that comes with it. And one thing I like is that I think it's relatable. Even if it is scripted, I think most of the problems they're facing in the relationship are things that happen to normal people. So let's forget the scripted part. And so we are going to be discussing some of that and some of the things that happened on the show. Let's get right into it. So let's go, guys. I'm going to be asking you, so please don't push it to each other this time.
Okay.
So would you actually go to therapy?
I think okay. I think it depends on the kind of therapy, but I'm not sure I'll go for
just like that of Blue Therapy.
Okay.
A relationship, therapy. Would you go on one?
I think I have mixed feelings about it. I'm not so sure.
For me, black people say, especially black people in the United States, say that black people don't need therapy. However, I think if I do need it, I think why not?
Okay. So do you think the therapy escalated the matter in between the couples? Do you think it escalated or is making it better? What do you think?
At the end of the day, I think what happens in therapy is they try to help you guys discover certain things, or should I say, see certain things that are in your front but you fail to acknowledge. And I would say yes and no. It's probably escalated at some point, but then I think it's a part of the whole process. So yes.
Yeah, I agree. What about you?
Okay, like Solomon said, I think he actually made the problem bigger to an extent, and I'm not sure they will probably get a solution to it. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure they'll see the end of this matter. I doubt it.
No,
totally.
I think you are saying that because of a particular character. I don't think you have to do
So just wait.
Hello.
Let's just chill out.
Okay.
So now you talked about the character, so let's get on to the characters.
Okay.
I think we should start from Paul. The controversial Paul.
Okay, I think I have to take my glasses off.
Okay. So
before Solomon talks, because I feel like Paul is Solomon's guy.
Well,
so
not exactly.
I think he's your guy.
Reasonably, yes.
Okay.
I think I like him. But she said she was going to say something.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
But then he's a fine boy.
Please.
Is it because he has beards?
Or is it because of his muscles? Please.
What's his muscles? Is that what we're talking about?
Relationship part here.
Okay.
I don't like him. I don't like Paul. Like, I'm coming out straight. I don't like
you
Paul.
like him? What is not there to like about him?
Okay, first of all, he's acting like a typical African man. I know.
I'm not saying
just wait. I'm not saying African men, all of them. I'm not saying they have issues, but then like he's a control freak. He wants to control every part of his fiance's life. Like, is that possible? You see. It's like
that's why
I'm actually getting hungry.
That's why I actually brought them both. So we're going to be looking at it from the lady's perspective and from the guy's perspective.
Let's listen to Solomon.
The part where she mentioned African men, I would like to correct that notion. That is why we tend to like say a lot of things about ourselves that are not really, really nice. An African man is a good man. An African man is a responsible man. I'm an African man. An African man is me.
Why are you talking this? I did not say they are not good.
Not like they are not good.
Yeah, but then you made it look as if it's an African thing, but it isn't. At the end of the day,
it's just
the things that you see happening here in Africa are things that had happened in Europe earlier, and then they've probably moved past that phase earlier than we, because we are
So
Africans generally, we catch up on things. We are not usually pace setters most of the time. So I don't think it's an African thing. I think it's a human thing.
Okay, now so let's get back to Paul.
Okay.
So tell us about Paul.
Okay, Paul is for me. Paul comes off as this Tony Stark. If you're familiar with Avengers, it comes off as Tony Stark. He's a playboy. He's proud. He's a lot of things, and at the same time, he's a philanthropist. And that part of him.
Oh my God.
That part of him, makes you want to like him. But then, if you take a critical look at Iron Man's personality in the movie, outside his suit, you might not really like him if you take into account everything that he does.
Do you know you're talking like Paul now?
That's why he likes him. That's why he
An
likes him.
African man is articulate. I'm being articulate right now.
Okay.
So now Paul is
Okay, don't let us dwell too much on Paul. We're going to come back to it. Okay. So let's go to Deborah.
Okay.
Some people say Deborah and Paul fit. Do you think so?
That's going to be an absolute disaster.
I don't think they feel like. I have to think about it. I'm not sure.
Okay, so what do you think about Deborah?
For me, I don't want to say I don't like her before everybody say, who do you now like? Okay, so for me, I think Deborah is just someone that is flashy. She likes to, I want Gucci bag, I want this, I want that. Exactly, like she's luxurious. That is what she wants. But I think she's smart. I think she's very smart.
She's
like
very
she's over calculative. Like she can always calculate that. Oh, this is what is going to happen. This is what,
and she's direct about it.
Exactly. So I think that's what I just like her to an extent, but not like I like her finish. Just small.
No.
But then she's direct. But then the fact that you are direct doesn't mean you're a good person. You can be mischievously direct.
She's not bad. I don't think Deborah is that bad.
No, she's not bad.
I'm not saying this as her being a bad person, but then at the end of the day, when you listen to her speak, you realize that she's a spoiled, messed up young girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when you listen to her speak, you hear her say stuff like, "My dad used to. My dad used to. Hello, go and marry your daddy."
No, I can't totally blame her.
I can't.
That's what she has seen.
But you know, her dad is an African man, and you were supporting African people.
Yes.
No, and you said she can marry.
That's the point. Her dad has been like, her dad like sets the template for a lot of things as a father should do for his girl child.
That's why I say you can't totally blame her. That's what she has been seeing. But she has to come to the understanding that she has to come to the understanding that now my father is different from the person I am
in
dating.
a relationship with.
Now she has to just come to that realization. I don't think seeing her dad in that way is bad, but bringing that into your relationship is the bad thing.
Exactly.
You cannot get what you're the expectation you're bringing.
My point. Yes. You get me.
So let's go now to Jamil.
Okay.
He came off as the nice cool guy.
Yes.
He's actually a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Okay.
It's cool. It's fresh. It's fine.
I think Jamel, of course, is not perfect like every other person, but then I think Jamel might not be able in the long run to cohabit with live and get married to Deborah
yes.
because he and her see things from different perspectives. Take for example, Deborah talked about when they started a relationship, and Jamel would always buy her expensive stuff, Gucci and the likes, and at some point he stopped, and she said it's his responsibility as her man. But then Jamel said something that he had a lot of projects that he was working on both in the United States and Africa. He's from Ghana, that he was working on, and then he told her about them, and somehow, some way, she was not able to reason. She was just direct about what she wants. She was not putting into consideration the other things and the possibilities. Okay, this is what my man wants to do. He wants to achieve this and this by this and this time. And then, even at that, she still insists that he should get her stuffs. So I think like that is like an indicator that both of them are not going in the same direction, and that is why Jamel referred to her as a sort of anchor.
But would you think that now? Let's look at it from this perspective here. Deborah is 24. 24, you're an adult already. I think you've been planning towards marriage and your goals and stuff like that. But now, let's see it from the angle that this is Deborah's first relationship. Now, Jamel is on his fourth or so. Deborah is still coming in with I just want to enjoy things now. You cannot imagine somebody has been through relationships. You know that at a point, I just want to start thinking about assets and stuff. So let's look at it from that. Could it be one of the things that is affecting her? Like, it's her first, so she's just trying to give me the gifts, give me the this, give me the that.
Well,
Can we look at it from that perspective?
I think she's not. I think she's materialistic.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I would
yes.
and I would say why. There was a time that she was talking and said, if you don't have money, why get into a relationship? Go and hustle and come back.
Hey, but like
And the point is,
that,
what happens
from
to
there.
you? Can't you hustle and take good care of yourself
No,
before
see,
the guy comes into the picture?
I
You should have been
think-
taking good care of yourself in the first
I
place.
think if you know what you want, you go for it. She knows what she wants. If she feels a man is supposed to take care of her, like to a very like buy her
Large
Gucci,
extent,
anything she
yeah.
wants, and he already started it because she said it. He already started buying her gifts. Why did he stop?
Because he had other important stuff to attend to.
So when he was doing it, he did not have other.
I even-
Yes, he did not.
No,
at the
for the
point.
culture, for the
He did
culture.
not at the point. He didn't.
For the culture, I need to ask this question. Why is it
Okay.
that in relationships, guys, you start out well
Yes,
and then later you just
they'll
go
chase you.
down?
They'll do everything.
Okay.
Why?
I wouldn't want to say guys start out well and don't end well,
Okay.
because if it was like that, Solomon in the Bible would have been able to marry as much as
Why you have
300
to-
women. Yeah. And still have 700 concubines and likes.
Okay.
But then I think most of the time it has to do with should I say the beauty of the chase. Most ladies love to be chased. I don't
Okay.
believe in chasing a woman. I believe in, if I like you, I tell you I like you. If you like me, good.
But some
Don't
of you
let
don't
us-
want to understand
don't
that
let us stress
at the
ourselves.
point that you're chasing that
Okay.
lady, she might not be on the same frequency with you.
Mhm.
So by the time she's getting that on that frequency, then you are moving away.
Why not? I go to I mean,
Not like she's not matching up with your vibe. But to get to a certain extent, like the lady is now getting more attached to you and
Yeah.
wants more from you, and it is that time that you now relax.
the point is, sometimes a man is human. At the end of the day, he might get tired.
Of what?
See,
It's not like I'm not giving
he's
you the
tired.
vibe. I'm
I
giving
think-
you the vibe, then you are withdrawing when I'm like invested. Why?
Because he's tired. Do you understand? You cannot keep
Why
that
is he
tempo.
tired?
Just
Why
like
do you grow tired?
perfect example,
Ah,
the cryptocurrency market. It's going up. It's going
this
up.
guy is
It
Paul.
gets to the
he's
peak.
Paul.
He gets to the peak and then it drops. So sometimes it gets to the peak, it levels up and then it comes down. That's how life works.
I don't even want to.
You cannot
I
really
can
keep
never
that
really
interest.
understand. I can
I
never really
can tell you
understand.
now. There are
See.
some things that you liked when you were growing up that you don't like anymore.
See,
now.
let me tell you.
happens like
One thing is, I know guys are built differently.
Yes.
So just accept that is how Jamal is built.
Why would I accept?
Not
I'm
even
not
just
Jamal.
Jamal.
I'm not
Not even
Jamal.
just
So I
Jamal.
cannot say it on behalf of Jamal.
No, yeah, but many people are like that. Do you know?
Many human
Many
beings.
guys,
It's
no.
it's not the function of being a man.
Many guys.
Okay. Now let's go to Chioma.
Ah, love of my life.
Chioma.
Uh-uh.
Wow, you have got it say right.
No, I have stuff to say, but I want her to go first.
Okay, I love Chioma. Like she's just like I don't want to use perfect because perfect might feel like it's too big, but she's good. Like everything is it when it comes to morals, like her behavior, like she's good. But the person she's
agree.
with, I think she just missed road, kind. Yeah, she just missed the road at one point.
They
And
actually started well, but
yes, but and she
I think
really
since
likes
they
him.
moved
Like
in,
she really likes
really,
him.
really likes
But
him.
the guy is just messing up.
Just all over the place.
Let's Solomon talk since he's this guy. Let's see what he wants to say about Chioma.
Chioma is an amazing lady.
Thank God.
From what we've seen, she's
Okay.
of course she's beautiful, and she's the closest to what a man can call perfect woman.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
When I see good things, I appreciate.
Thank you.
So for me, I don't know how she got herself into that relationship in the first place. However, I think it's some things like that happen. That is why you find a particular person attracted to a person, and then that person in return is not attracted to them, but to a bad person. Do you get? So in quotes. So I think she's just like should I say a victim of Paul. Yeah.
A victim.
She
Yeah,
really is
that
a
would-
victim of
She's
Paul.
a victim of Paul, because a woman who brings so much love, so
As
much,
in,
She's
so
just
much
asking
so
for
much
attention.
effort into
Like,
us,
do you know
yeah,
that if
into
she
relationship,
was
she'll be
getting the
more.
attention and all, do you know that every other thing might not even matter? So
Yes,
much
it
to her?
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think that quality time is
Yes,
a
quality
love
time is-
language,
that's what
and
it
it
is.
feels like that
Yes.
consistently.
Every other thing
Every-
will just go
Yeah.
wrong. Every
Yeah,
other
yeah.
thing is going to go wrong. So I think at the beginning, the very beginning, Chioma just started out with his finances. Just blah.
Yeah, you don't speak to a man's finances in his face, especially in front of the camera.
Okay.
You just attacking his self-esteem.
At that time I was like, it's too early for this. The finances straight up. Like, no.
But like you people said, it's therapy. So
I think
does it matter where you start from?
It was what was ultimate.
Yeah. She said he was like faking it till he made it stuff kind of thing, which.
And that's
like
really wrong.
The time that he would have given to her, then he'll be using that time to also to be able to make up for the money you have spent and all that.
That's like really wrong. Trying to like make the world see what you are not.
Well, what Paul is doing is what a lot of businessmen do. That's the truth.
That's it.
And
he works out. He works out for them.
A lot. Okay. You know, recently there was a trend that some folks go to take a loan to go on a yacht cruise in Lekki so that they can meet with businessmen, top guys in the industry, and then get gigs from them. And at the end of the day, one guy said he went on such trip and he realized that most of the people on the trip are people like him coming there to scout for businessmen. Yeah, so I think that's the kind of thing that Paul does.
Okay.
But then at the end of the day, you need to learn that when you are in a relationship, you do not substitute anything for spending quality time with your partner, or if it's not quality time, to speaking your partner's love language. So I think he feel that because Chioma keeps on talking about, okay, you can make time if you really want to. You make time for other stuff. But then Paul, has his way of sounding diplomatic and looking for ways to get
that guy is.
He's now even seeing Chioma as business, as a brand.
Exactly.
I think Chioma was holding it together until he got to that point of we are a brand. There's a face of the brand. There's the product. There's
it's too. Is it industrious or
she's
something?
She's a brand. And she's been on Backchat, so she's a brand.
No. Brand of the relationship. The relationship is not a brand. I think it needs to just relax.
Well, it's not a brand, but he sees it as a brand. Just like a celebrity kind of relationship.
The way he sees his things are just, I don't know.
He's problematic to an extent. He is.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't agree.
He would never take no for an answer.
You said, would I agree?
I know you would.
But you will never take no for an answer.
I said I wouldn't disagree.
Okay, you agree.
Okay.
Alright, no problem. Now, so let's go to Deborah and Jamel.
Okay, Deborah.
Okay, so let's see. The Gucci, the trust issues. There's just so many things. So, what would you say?
Starting off, I think, Jamel came out as the good guy from the other episode, and what was her name?
Deborah.
Chioma came out as a good person on the other episode, on the other relationship. I think Jamel has a lot of work to do on himself, although I understand that he really likes Deborah, because if he doesn't like her that much, he would not be with her. And how do I know?
So is that really a justification?
I said I was trying to explain why. Now, while they're in therapy, you see the therapist asking them different kind of questions, and from the responses that they give, sometimes you get to understand where certain answers are coming from. And then you realize that he was the one who brought his partner to therapy, and then he was particularly concerned about her always being controlling. And then when she's saying she allows him do this, she allows him do that, he got pissed at the point, and then he walked out. So now, when you talk about Jamel doing stuff for Deborah, he does all he can, and then you don't include a woman who you don't love into your plans. He mentioned that he told her that he was having a building project. He has stuff that he's doing with money, and that is why he could not fulfill that end of the bargain by buying her expensive stuff as he used to. And then he had that conversation with her. If it's not somebody you love, I don't think you would go that extent to tell her so much about your plans for the future, your ambitions and everything.
Okay, you said something about he's just bothered about the fact that maybe she's controlling and all. I think that's one of the reasons why he actually took her to therapy together. But I think along the line, he didn't expect it to escalate to that extent. Yes, do you get?
Yeah.
He didn't see it coming that maybe she herself would have something else to say and bring this up, bring this up. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, Jamal probably is cheating on her.
That's a bold assumption for you to make.
I know it's really bold, but I know it's really bold.
There's so many fishy things around.
Yes,
what
and like you said,
in a way, it feels choked, but I think is getting it out in a wrong way.
How do
he
you
feels choked with with the way Deborah is possessive and this and that and this and that. Now he's using that energy on other people. She mentioned Clubhouse. Like, how are you so invested in Clubhouse? But when it comes to me, it's a different story. You can make time for your female clients. She was always making mention of female clients.
I think she has a problem with female clients.
I don't think Deborah really complained about Jamel not spending quality time with her. The issue that she had with him was trust.
Yes.
So she didn't have any issue. So even if he was spending time on Clubhouse, he was still fulfilling his duties by spending quality time with her. So she didn't complain about it. That was Chioma's problem.
But I think when she was talking about Clubhouse, she was like, "You have blocked me off Clubhouse."
Yes.
When it comes to
why is it
the
blocking
social
her
media
social
platform?
media?
Why?
She can be like a monitoring spirit. Now she mentioned something, and I'll explain. She mentioned something. Before he says, I sound like Paul again. She mentioned something that there was a time that he was on Clubhouse. She was also in that same room, but he did not know. She used probably someone else's phone.
It's just when it comes to relationships, you need to know that there are some people that they are like detectives, and the only reason why you find someone that is being a detective in a relationship is when they don't trust you.
I mean,
why would I trust my boyfriend and I will start doing? He was already putting things on ground that would not make her trust him. Do you understand?
If she had peace of mind concerning
why would you just go and block her on
she wouldn't be going
Clubhouse
to that extent.
Like what?
Like what?
You said you wouldn't be doing. What are the things that he did that did not make her trust him?
Why did she block him on Clubhouse?
Because Jamal is not the one on OnlyFans.
Why did she not?
No.
He's not the one on OnlyFans.
Why did he block? Why? Okay, just try and justify why you would think.
I'm not going to justify anything because I'm not in their shoes. But
okay, just imagine.
Here's the thing. I think that she has probably been stalking him, following him to rooms, and probably speaking into rooms and then trying to say, "Hey Jamal, I see you. You said you're going to be at this person's place, and then you're not at this person's place."
Yes,
blah,
but
blah, blah, blah,
she
blah,
made mention of things like that. There was a time that he said he was at work or he wanted to go train a client, and he was at his friend's place.
But that's because he's not being
truthful. And she was like,
no, that was not because he wasn't being truthful.
He wasn't being truthful.
He was at his friend's place
to pick up
something. So probably
the
time that she called him, he was probably not at his friend's place. Thank God his friend was a guy. You guys now say something different.
No, I still think it's very
something
sneaky.
Yes,
I just think a woman would not just become a detective out
if you like do your highest. It's very fishy.
All women are detectives.
Okay, but
regardless of whether their partners are cheating or not.
You will only make me bring out my detective skills if you don't make me trust
you. Must have been doing something. That is just
if I should call you now, just like I have a boyfriend now, and you should tell me that okay, he's going to church, and I should call him, and next thing I'm not hearing things. What would I think of?
What would I think?
Why didn't he tell me he's going some?
No. Okay. You want to take it that route?
What if the pastor said on an errand?
Why didn't he tell me?
Let's look at the Afro Nation story.
On an errand. How supposed to anticipate that? He can't anticipate it.
So you're just trying to justify it.
I'm not trying to justify.
Let's look at the Afro Nation.
Take for instance.
No. Okay, let's just look at Afro Nation.
Yes, that's like
Afro Nation is like
example.
The perfect example.
He said wanted to surprise. They caught him red-handed.
Do you know the funny part? He was like, do you know what happens at Afro Nation? The dancing, the this,
exactly.
The that, and the girl will just read off her back. Jamie, can you please read this?
It was shocked.
Guess what? Other than that, I bet you that she doesn't have any writing on him. And guess what?
No, but you said you were not going to be going.
Listen.
Why do you have the ticket?
Okay.
Now wants to use surprise.
He said he was going to use surprise.
He's lying.
He's lying.
Now listen.
Surprise the call.
Someone is lying.
Afro Nation, listen. This is the idea behind it. Afro Nation is not a place he would want his woman to be.
But he
told that she consented.
No, I'm telling this. I'm giving a scenario here.
Okay.
Afro Nation is not a place that he would genuinely want his woman to be.
Okay.
But somehow, some way, he accepted that she went there. Why don't you see he buying a ticket to go to that same Afro Nation? A way to ensure that she's not.
Okay, so now wait. I have a point. So Solomon, you said she's probably trying to like being sneaky on him, joining Clubhouse, joining this thing. Why is he trying to be sneaky on her too?
He's not trying to be sneaky.
So what is he trying to do? Why is he trying to surprise her?
When he gets there and then she sees him, it's going to be like some sort of couple getaway.
No, if he actually wanted to surprise her, I think we would have seen it from his countenance. I think he was caught off guard.
Yes.
And the only thing he could
would have seen
he was caught off guard.
And
he did not know that she knew. That was why he was surprised.
That was
See, if you watch that particular scene very well, you see that he waited for a while to think about what I used to do. What I used to do.
And what if I wanted to surprise you?
Why are you guys like this?
No, is it true?
When you see the countenance, you can tell.
So, see, if you are going, see, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, now it's your birthday, and I was going to, I plan to surprise you, and then all of a sudden you actually just enter the room and you realize that surprise don't spoil. You know, there will be a way I will actually react to it that I was going to surprise you or something. Like the reaction will be very genuine.
That's what I'm saying.
This is it. When I figure out that surprise, and I see you and I come and say, "Oh, Damola, so tomorrow's my birthday. Yeah, I saw the surprise you bought for me." You'll be like, you at first try to like deny it. Especially if it's something that you do because
I think you would have known. There's no way you would have known.
No, they cut him.
There was a cut.
They didn't cut him.
What cut? Yeah.
They didn't cut him.
No, they didn't.
And I'll explain why. You just like you see, this thing goes to. He explains a lot of things. You see women, complain about their spouses, especially in relationships. When you have a husband that works in a particular company, and then say he comes home by 6, 7, and then a day comes and then by 9 or 9:30, 10, he doesn't come home. The first thing that comes to an average woman's mind is he's doing what he's not supposed to be doing. And
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so.
Okay, what would you think?
I would think something
delayed.
Yes.
And
if you have not been given all
he has been coming home consistently for over years.
So why would I think that?
Maybe he got delayed.
Why traffic?
No, I would never. I would never.
No, see, I don't think my mind would just go straight to that.
Somebody does not give you that vibe.
First of all, you can go to traffic.
Okay.
Because fine, when I say maybe traffic didn't happen for like 3 weeks, 1 month, or anything can happen.
His car could have developed a fault. Yes.
It could have been delayed at the office.
Okay.
Maybe they had to do something and he's like, okay, you stay back to do it. Or maybe he could have been kidnapped.
If you're not giving me that vibe,
that is what I wanted to hear.
At
the end of the day, there's always this negative thing that women say whenever their men come back late, and she just said
but we know how things are going in Nigeria right now.
It doesn't have to be Nigeria. They are not in Nigeria.
Okay,
it doesn't have to be Nigeria. But if you are not giving me that vibe of you are cheating, you are sneaky, you are
I don't think you just think of cheating like that.
What about folks that cheat and then you don't see the vibes of them? What do you say about people like that?
They are playing their game.
At the end of the day, now you can't talk again.
Wait. No, wait.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you.
Do you know that if you're actually giving a woman all the attention she needs and everything, if you're doing something else,
she won't think about it.
She might not even see it. But when I start seeing loopholes, then that's when I start trying to find out things that I'm not even supposed to find out. I'm not saying you should treat your woman well and go and cheat. No. But if that situation was happening, the woman might not even notice or something like that.
Yes.
Trust me, a woman will know.
Oh no. Trust me. If you are performing
your duties,
a woman might not know.
The woman will know, and that is how women are just wired.
Boy, I've heard you. I've heard you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the point of Paul being rude and condescending. Like, why? At a point, I started feeling bad for the therapist. Yes. Whether skipped or not.
At the end of the day, that's our work. Our work is to take the backlashes.
Okay, yeah, I know, but why will a grown ass man be acting like that?
You know what?
From
the beginning, like from the point you already started saying it that it's not supposed to be here, that it's more like a waste of time. I already knew that this particular man, not guy, this particular man was going to be a problem. And like she said, he's very rude. Very rude. And I don't think I can deal with that kind of person. Like, honestly,
I think it's embarrassing for Chioma. Like, why would my man be talking this way?
But then she saw all that before she got into a relationship with him. She did.
I'm not sure.
Do you know that she might? He might not be that way.
He was still chubby when they started dating. Don't forget, they've been together 3 years.
Yes. But I'm not sure.
He was still chubby. She said it that she helped him get into shape. Don't forget. So. Do not let us
that does not like justify his rudeness.
Yes, that does not justify his behavior.
You mentioned something that she was feeling embarrassed by he being rude to the therapist, and then I said she saw all that before she got into a relationship with him.
What if she started seeing all of this when they started living together?
I don't think Paul was that kind of person to Chioma. He would have been able to talk to Chioma that way. I don't think so.
She knew. Now that's the thing about relationships. Now you might not know a lot of things, but when there's proximity, you learn a lot of things. And I think that she knows. she knows a lot of things. That is why when he was mentioning things about spraying palm oil inside the pot to do stuff, she was countering immediately with facts, because she said, you used to eat these things, why have they changed?
So let's start. Let's start the palm oil thing.
So she knew. That is why I think that women should make informed decisions, especially when it comes to being in a relationship. It's not just only about emotions. You need to check if the guy is sound, if he has values.
Most times you need more and more time to be able to determine that.
Yes, because you can't really know everything.
Yes,
you can't really know everything. But the truth is, Damola, trust me, there is always a sign.
Yes, I agree.
But you see those indicators.
You can't see everything.
You see those indicators.
But do you know that?
I'll give an example.
Okay.
I know this particular lady who wants to be in a relationship with me, but I've seen certain signs or certain things that she does that does not align with my own values. Okay. She's beautiful, she's physically attractive, but for that reason and that reason alone, it's a no. So that is why I said the indicators are there, except if you choose to ignore. It's just a woman says that she gets married to a man and then the man starts beating her. The truth is, the indicators that he was going to start beating you were already there.
Yes.
You just probably chose to ignore them.
Yes, we know, but you can't know everything.
But I think
important things like that would show. When Paul speaks, naturally, you just figure out this guy's proud and
true.
so
Yes.
that would have been obvious. It's a part of his being. He does it so comfortably.
Yes, so confidently.
Honestly, that's very true.
Yes, I agree. But do you know that there's some things that you see, I'll say you can't find 100% perfect person.
Yes,
then you see that this person is like this, but there's some things that you think that you can manage it, or you can't be like, wow, this is I can't. You thought you could just manage the whole situation, but at a point it's just like, no, this is way too much. So I think
at that point,
it could have been that with
if it's possible to step out.
Yeah, so you just back out, or I think said they're in their last leg already.
See what Paul even said. He said he has invested too much. He said he has invested too much in this relationship for him to back out. He said at a point that the relationship is 3 years, so he can't back out.
Well, it's normal for anybody to think like that. 3 years is a lot. But if it's not working, no matter how long it has been, if it is not working,
my previous relationship was
at a point you need to just
exactly 3 years too. Yeah, my previous relationship, before I became eternally single, was also 3 years. And then it's not a matter of I've invested so much. Yes, the thought might of course cross your mind a couple of times, but then you need to put your sanity into consideration, your future, your well-being and everything. So you don't say because you spend so much time with this person, that's why you have to be. I don't know if your viewers hear you, but show your phone.
Okay.